My fiancé asked to postpone our wedding because his ex-wife has stage 4 cancer. Then he moved into her apartment to take care of her. My fiancé asked to postpone our wedding because his ex-wife has stage 4 cancer. Then he moved into her apartment to take care of her while she gets treatment. And I'm supposed to be okay with it. I've been with my fiancé Derek for 3 years. He was married before. His ex-wife Tammy and he split 4 years ago. No kids. She wanted different things. He wanted different things. He told me it was clean and mutual. When I came into the picture, Tammy was already out of it, or so I thought. Derek proposed last spring. I said yes before he even finished the question. We set a date for October. I found a venue, picked a caterer, bought my dress. My mom started crying when I showed her the fitting photos. Everything was moving forward. Then in July, Derek sat me down and told me Tammy had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. She didn't have family nearby, her parents were gone, her sister lived across the country, and her closest friend had just moved. She was alone. I said, that's terrible. I meant it. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Then he said, I want to help her. I said, of course. Send flowers. Check in on her. Drive her to an appointment if she needs it. He shook his head. I mean, really help her. She needs someone there. She can't do chemo alone. She can barely get out of bed some days. I need to be there. I stared at him. What does that look like? He said he wanted to postpone the wedding and move into Tammy's apartment to take care of her during treatment. He said it could be 3 months, maybe 6. He said it was the right thing to do. I sat there trying to process the fact that my fiancé was asking me to put our life on hold so he could move in with his ex-wife. I asked the obvious question. Why you? Why does it have to be you? Because nobody else is going to do it. She's alone. I know her. I know what she needs. I said, you divorced her 4 years ago. He said, that doesn't mean I stop caring if she lives or dies. I said, nobody's asking you to stop caring. I'm asking you not to move in with her. I didn't sleep that night. I lay in bed staring at the ceiling trying to figure out if I was being selfish or if this was as insane as it felt. The next morning I told him how I felt. I said it scared me. I said I understood his compassion, but moving in with his ex-wife while we're engaged crosses a line I can't pretend doesn't exist. He got frustrated. This isn't about romance. She's dying. How can you make this about us? Because it is about us. You're asking me to pause our wedding so you can live with another woman. He said I was being cold. He said if I really loved him, I'd support this. 2 weeks later, he moved into Tammy's apartment. He took a bag of clothes, his laptop, and a blanket from our couch. He said he'd come home on weekends when he could. The first week, he came home Saturday. We barely talked. He was exhausted. He smelled like hospital soap. He fell asleep on the couch at 7 p.m. and left Sunday morning before I woke up. The second week, he didn't come home at all. He said Tammy had a bad reaction to chemo and he couldn't leave her. I said okay. The third week, I drove to Tammy's apartment because I needed to see him. I knocked. He opened the door in sweatpants and a t-shirt I didn't recognize. Behind him, the apartment looked lived in. His shoes by the door, his jacket on the hook, his coffee mug on the counter. It didn't look temporary. It looked like home. Tammy was on the couch wrapped in a blanket. She looked at me and said, thank you for sharing him. I smiled because I didn't know what else to do. On the drive back, I called my mom and cried for 40 minutes. She didn't tell me what to do. She just listened. That night, I texted Derek. I said, I need to know where I stand. He called me and said I was his priority, that this was temporary, that we'd get married as soon as Tammy was stable. I asked when that would be. He said he didn't know. I said, so I'm supposed to wait with no timeline, no wedding date, no fiancé at home while you live with your ex-wife. He said, it sounds bad when you put it like that. It sounds bad because it is bad, Derek. He got quiet. Then he said, if you can't handle this, maybe we need to rethink things. I said, I've been rethinking things for 3 weeks. You're the one who hasn't thought about what you're asking me to give up. He didn't respond. That was 2 weeks ago. He's still at Tammy's apartment. My wedding dress is hanging in the closet in a garment bag I haven't opened since July. I haven't canceled the venue yet because canceling feels like giving up, but I'm starting to wonder if I already lost him the night he packed that bag. My sister told me I should leave. My mom says give it time. My best friend says she couldn't do it. I don't know who's right. All I know is that my fiancé is sleeping in another woman's apartment every night, and I'm here alone in a house that was supposed to be ours, waiting for a wedding that might never happen.